So Sony's throwing down the gauntlet, calling their new WH-1000XM6 headphones the best noise canceling on the market. I mean, that is a huge claim, right? So today we're going to dig in and see exactly what kind of engineering and design went into trying to live up to that title.
But that really makes you think, doesn't it? What does it actually mean to be the best anyway? Is it just a numbers game on a spec sheet, or is it more about how it feels in the real world? Sony's case, well, it rests on three main ideas. And the first one? It actually starts with getting rid of sound, not making it.
All right, so if you want to create the best listening experience, the first thing you have to do is control what you don't hear. It makes perfect sense. Sony's goal here is to basically build you this personal, immersive bubble completely free of distractions. And to pull that off, they've really beefed up the hardware.
Okay, so the first number that should pop into your head is 12. Yep, 12. That's how many microphones these headphones are packed with, all dedicated to one job, listening to the world around you. And let me tell you, that is a massive leap from older models. It's all about grabbing more data and better data about all that noise you don't want to hear.
But, having all that data is one thing. You need a seriously powerful brain to make sense of it all. And that's where this new HD noise-canceling processor, the QN3, comes into play. Get this chip is a mind-blowing 7 times faster than the one in the XM5s, which were already incredible. That speed, that's the secret sauce. It means the headphones can process all that noise data pretty much instantly, creating the anti-noise signal before the junk sound even gets to your ear.
So, what does all that actually mean for you when you put them on? Well, you've got more mics listening and a lightning-fast processor thinking. That means the headphones can create this incredibly precise anti-noise signal in real time. It just neutralizes everything. The deep rumble of a plane, the high-pitched chatter in a cafe, poof, gone.
And this is where things get really smart. This adaptive NC optimizer is constantly checking your surroundings. Now, the old models had an auto optimizer, which was cool. It would calibrate once when you turned it on. But this is adaptive. It never stops working. Are you on a plane? It adjusts for the air pressure. Wearing glasses that leave a tiny little gap. It compensates for that. So it's not just about raw power. It's about smart, personalized noise cancellation that's always tailoring itself just for you.
Okay, so creating that perfect bubble of silence, that's just half the equation. The next big question is, what are we going to fill it with? And that brings us to the second pillar of Sony's big claim, delivering sound that's so good, it's like you're right there in the studio with the artist.
And really, this quote just says it all. The whole idea behind the sound wasn't just to make something loud or bassy. Sony actually worked with top-tier mastering engineers to get the tuning just right. The goal was purity, balance, making sure you hear every single tiny detail in the original recording.
So how do they actually pull that off? Well, the key technology here is high-resolution audio, and it's powered by something called LDAC. Now, to put it simply, LDAC is like a superhighway for your music. It sends about 3 times more data than regular Bluetooth. And more data just means more detail, more nuance, a sound that's way closer to what the artist heard in the studio. Look, world-class silence and studio-quality sound are amazing. But let's be real. Headphones have to fit into your actual life, right? Day in, day out. And that brings us to the third and final pillar, the smart, practical design choices that make these things more than just a gadget. They're a part of your daily routine.
So let's run through some of the essential upgrades here. First off, yes, the foldable design is back, which makes them way easier to travel with. The headband's been tweaked to be more comfortable for long sessions. You get a whopping 30 hours of battery life. But my favorite, and this is a total game changer, a quick 3-minute charge gets you 3 hours of playback. That is an absolute lifesaver when you're running out the door.
And here's another one that you'll appreciate every single day, calls. These headphones use a whole separate system of 6 AI-powered mics just for your voice. They're designed to lock onto what you're saying and just erase everything else. Think of it like this. The AI gives the mics super hearing, so they can find your voice in a noisy cafe or on a windy street. The person on the other end just hears you. This chart really lays it all out, doesn't it? It shows how this isn't just one little tweak. We're talking about a 50% jump in noise-canceling mics for better silence. We're talking more mics with smarter AI for clearer calls. We're talking about that always-on adaptive optimizer instead of the old auto one. And then you throw in the return of the foldable design. You can see that every single change is a big, meaningful step up from the last generation. All right, so let's bring it all home and go back to that first question we asked. What does it really mean to be the best? Well, after digging into all the engineering behind the WH-1000XM6, I think the answer starts to get a lot clearer.
It's not just one thing. It's not just the specs. It's the way these three core ideas work together. You've got this obsessive pursuit of perfect silence, which then lets you hear this incredibly pure sound, and it's all wrapped up in a package that's actually practical and comfortable to use every day. That's Sony's argument for why they're the best.
And that kind of leaves us with one last big idea to chew on. We now have this incredible technology that lets us carry around our own private concert hall or our own little pocket of complete silence. So the question isn't just how we listen anymore. With this kind of power in our hands, what are we actually going to choose to hear?